Good morning, students. Welcome to physics class. In physics class today, we are going to see with the topic rest and motion. I think you know this. So, what is meant by rest is if the particles is not moving, they are said to be in rest, and if the particles are moving, they are said to be in motion. So, we will see the definition. A body is said to be at rest if its position does not change with respect to the time. So, with respect to time, if the position does not change, then that is said to be at rest. There is no change in the position. Okay, so if its position does not change with respect to the time, then it is said to be at rest. Then next motion is if its position changes continuously. Okay, if its position changes that is said to be in motion. So what is the examples for rest is a book lying on a table. So this is a book lying on the table. Then a bench which is fixed in a park. Yes, so these are all the examples. And this you can say that a flying bird and a boy playing football. So these are all the examples for motion. Yes, so clear with the basic concept which is rest and motion. Okay, next topic is Cartesian coordinates. So what is meant by this Cartesian coordinates is the change in the position of the object with respect to x, y and z coordinates. So this is x, y and z. So based on this, if any object is at rest or motion, so when you consider here, this object is rest with respect to the coordinates, and here when you see this object is moving, and it is moving along what direction? Along x direction. So when you consider the position of the object with respect to the x, y and z coordinates, that are said to be the Cartesian coordinates. Okay. So the definition is at any instant of time, the frame of reference to which the position of the coordinates is expressed in terms of x, y, z. Okay, so position, if you are going to express in terms of x, y and z, that is said to be Cartesian system or Cartesian coordinates. Yes, clear? Then next is motion and its types. So I told you with what is motion. Motion is if any particle is moving. We'll just see with now the types of motion. The basic types of motions are the linear motion, circular motion, rotational motion and vibratory motion. With the help of the heading itself, you will know this very well. Linear. So what is meant by a linear is linear that can be said to be a straight line. So if any object is moving in a straight line, that is said to be linear motion. Okay. Then next one is what? Circular. So circular is if it is moving in a circular path. Then next one is rotational. Rotational, what is the difference in this circular and rotational is circular is it is moving in a circular path, but rotation is there will be an axis around which if the object moves, that is said to be rotational motion. Okay, circular is it is just moving in the circular path. Okay, but in the rotational motion there should be a fixed axis. Then next one is what? Vibratory motion. Vibratory motion, the other name can be said as oscillatory motion. So what is an oscillatory and vibratory motion is the to and fro motion. To and fro motion is from one point to the other point, then again that point to the same point. So that is said to be the to and fro motion that denotes your vibratory motion. Yes, we will just see this one by one. Okay. So first is we have with linear motion. An object is said to be in the linear motion if it moves in a straight line. As I told you already, if any object is moving in a straight line, that is said to be in linear motion. Example is an athlete running on a straight track. So he is moving in a straight track. So it is a linear motion. Next, a particle which is falling down on the earth. So it is moving down in a linear way. Okay. Next is circular motion. It is defined as a motion described by the object traversing a circular path. So if an object is moving in the circular path, that is said to be circular motion. The examples are whirling motion of a stone which is attached to a string. So see here, this is moving in the circular path. This stone is moving in the circular path. Next is the motion of satellite around the earth. So this satellite is moving around the earth in a circular path. Next one is rotational motion. This rotational motion, it should have a axis. So about an axis, if it is moving, that is called as rotation. So consider, this is the disc. This disc is rotating through its center. Through its center it is rotating. So this is a rotational motion. Next is vibratory. So vibratory is, you have to know with this term, which is a to and fro motion. Okay, to and fro motion, it is called as a vibratory. The other word you can say is, that is also called as an oscillatory motion. Yes, examples are the movement of a swing. So swing, it moves in the forward and backward direction. So that is a to and fro motion. Yes, so this is about the types of motion. Okay, so they are linear motion, circular motion, rotational motion and vibratory motion. Yes, clear with this? Okay, next is we have with the motion in 1, 2 and 3 dimensional. So when you consider with this 1, 2 and 3 dimensional, the main thing you have to know is the terms we are considering the coordinates. The coordinates we are considering as x, y and z. So if any particle is moving in the coordinates, it is said to be in motion. Okay, it's not that all the three coordinates should be in motion. If any one or two coordinates, so we are considering the coordinates x, y and z. If any one coordinate is alone moving, that is said to be motion in one dimension. Okay, if two coordinates, if you are considering as x and y, so if the coordinates x and y are moving, then that is said to be two motion in two dimensions. Okay, if all the three coordinates such as x, y and z, all the three coordinates are moving, they are said to be three dimensional. Okay, so we'll see this one by one. What is 1, 2 and 3 dimensionals? Okay, first is we have it, the motion in one dimension. One dimension is moving along a straight line. So it is a linear motion. Linear motion and then first so if any object is moving in the linear motion, that also comes under the motion in one dimension. The examples are straight track, if the train is moving, motion of train along a straight track. Next is two dimension, if the particle is moving in a curved path. So if it is taking a turn and if it is moving a curved path, then that is said to be two dimensional. So two dimensional examples are carom board. So carom board, it can, in the coins can move either straight like this, or it can turn, or whatever it is. So this is a example of this. This is an example for motion in two dimensional. Okay, then next is motion in three dimension. So three dimensional is all the three coordinates will vary. So what are the three coordinates? X, y and z. So if all the three coordinates are varying, that are said to be motion in three dimension. Example is a bird flying in the sky. So in this, when you see, the bird is flying in the forward direction. So this is 1 and this wing is considered as 2 and the air is considered as 3. So this is the example for three dimensional movement of the particle. Yes, so this is motion in 1, 2 and 3 dimensional. Yes.